welcome back to my channel. I hope you guys are all doing really well. The holiday season has finally hit, and there's so many like palettes and like limited edition stuff that are such really great values. I'm really excited to try out. And so I picked up the Benefit Cosmetics as the Cheek Party package full size blush and highlighter palette. It retails for $36. The retail value is $88, and basically you receive 2 full-size blushes and a full-size highlighter in this palette. There's a new blush shade which is called, I think you pronounce it Shellie, and it is right over here, and I'm really excited to try them on and just see how does it blend, what are the undertones like, how does it look on the skin, what is the highlighter like, and basically to see if it's actually worth picking up in case you've been eyeing it and you just really like the price point and you're obviously trying to grow your makeup collection. So I hope you guys enjoy today's video. Everything will be linked down below in the description box in case you're interested. If you already haven't subscribed, I hope you decide to subscribe and be part of the Kit Kat fam, and let's jump on in and try them on. Packaging. This is something that I pay attention to, especially when it comes to more higher end brands, because I expect a little bit more, you know what I mean? Especially for the holiday season. And I just want to know that I'm getting, you know, a bang for my buck. So I do want to point out that I noticed in the back of the packaging, it does list for each of the blush shades that you received in your palette. It does mention that you are receiving 0.21 ounces. For Shellie and Dandelion Twinkle, they are made in Italy. And as for Dandelion, it's made in the US, which I really like that they listed that. As for the packaging, I really like the packaging, guys. It's really cute, very festive, perfect for the holiday season. I love the pink salmon color. It's really cute, very different. You do receive a full-size mirror, which you guys know I love a good size mirror just because you never know. You could be doing your makeup when you're traveling and they're playing. You could be doing your makeup in the car. It's just really nice to get a really good size mirror so you can see, you know, how you're applying on your makeup. For the pan size, girl, it is a good size. Like this could last you such a long time, essentially, if you end up really liking it. So for my looking at the blush shades, the 2 blush shades right over here, they look very different from one another. So I'm really excited to see how they look on. I'm hoping they're really pigmented and they blend really nicely. So far by looking at them, I feel like Shellie has more of like a light satin finish. We'll see obviously how it looks on, if it looks like a satin finish, but then when you apply it on, it just kind of looks flat like a matte finish. But so far they look very different from one and the other. I hope that makes sense. I'll do an up close clip of the palette so hopefully you can see what I'm talking about. So let's go ahead and jump on in. We're gonna go ahead and start off with Shellie, and this is described on their website as a warm pink blush shade, and it's so pretty, you guys. I think it's gonna look so nice on. So I'm gonna go in with my Shayna B Miami contour brush, but honestly I like to use this as a blush brush just because it has a really nice slight angle. It's nice and fluffy. You guys know here on my channel, girl, I love a fluffy brush. So I'm gonna go in and pick up a little bit of product because I obviously don't know how pigmented it's going to be and I don't want to get too carried away. So I'm gonna go and apply it on the top of my cheekbones. And when it comes to blush, I personally like to apply it in an upward motion just so I can kind of lift the face, especially since I have more of a round oval face. I kind of just want to give the illusion of a more slimmer shape to my face. So I'm just going to go ahead and apply it on the top of my cheekbones. So I just finished applying on Shellie. Shellie, she's so pretty, girl. She's cute. I feel like she is definitely pigmented. So be really cautious, okay? Because I wasn't very heavy-handed dipping my brush into the pan, but it definitely gave pigmentation. It blended really nicely. Now that I've applied it on, I definitely feel like it has a really beautiful satin finish. Kind of gives you a glow within, but without looking like a straight up highlighter. And so far I really like it. I didn't have any issues. I really like the undertone to it, and I can definitely see myself wearing it. So far, Shellie, she's cute. I really like her. She definitely has a really pretty like warm undertone that I really like. As for the next blush we're gonna go ahead and jump on into that comes in the palette is called Dandelion Girl, and this is described as a baby pink blush shade. And Dandelion, she's been around for a while. She's not new to this collection, okay? You're probably familiar with her. I don't think I've ever applied on Dandelion. I haven't tried out too many of Benefit products, but I'm very excited for Dandelion. It doesn't look like it has a satin finish on their website. I don't remember if it said it did. To me, honestly, when I'm looking at it in the palette, it looks like it has like more of a matte finish, to be really honest, but I could be wrong. Don't come for me. I'm just saying. So I'm going to go in with my, I think it's called Bean Cheese. This is a powder brush, but again, I like to use it as a blush brush just because, I don't know, it's really nice and fluffy and it's really nice and soft. So I feel like it works really well when I apply on blush. Again, I'm going to go in, pick up a little bit of product, and I'm just going to go ahead and apply it in an upward motion, like doing it in circular motion, just because I really want everything to blend really nicely and obviously lift the face just slightly. If you tend to be heavy-handed then you might end up really liking Dandelion because you have to work to build the pigmentation. I have found myself dipping my brush into this pan multiple times trying to layer this blush shade on. I think it looks really pretty, very natural, very subtle. So if you like a very natural, subtle, like, you know, no makeup type of makeup look, I feel like you'll end up really liking this blush shade. If you're a lot fairer than I feel like this will work really well with your skin complexion. And obviously I really like that both blush shades look very different from one to the other. I'll throw in a plus clip so you can get a better view of how it looks, a side-by-side comparison and the finish. But so far blended really nicely. It hasn't removed or moved any of the makeup that I've applied on underneath. So far, so good. And so far I really like it. It's still really pretty. It's just you had to really work for it. So that's the only thing. Like I have to be in the mood to, you know, really work for this blush. So that's the only thing. And now to highlight, we're going to go into Dandelion Twinkle. And this is described on their website as a soft nude pink highlighter. And let me tell you guys, so far I forgot to mention that I haven't noticed very much fallout when I was dipping my brushes into the blush shades. So far, so good. There's a little bit, but it could be me. I'm a little aggressive when I dip my brushes into the pan, but so far it wasn't too messy. When it comes to the highlighter though, there is a little fallout. So that's the only thing, but obviously it's such a light shade of a highlighter. I don't think it's going to be an issue, but I do wanted to point that out for you. So I'm going to go in with my Morphe blending brush, and I'm just going to pick up a little bit of product. Keep in mind, you guys, when it comes to highlighting, I like to highlight only in the center of my face because on the top of my cheekbones, I do have hyperpigmentation that are like 4 shades darker than my natural skin complexion. And when I highlight, it usually in those areas will end up looking gray and kind of lift the pigmentation from underneath. So I want to not attract that. So I'm just gonna go in with a little bit of highlighter and apply it on the edge of my nose, chin area. That's usually where I like to highlight, and upper lip. All right, you guys, this is basically it. I have applied on the highlighter 2 blushes. Comment down below what you guys think. I'd love to know. But to be really honest, you guys, the highlighter, I don't know. It's pretty, but it didn't really wow me. Very natural, which I'm not mad at. I prefer more of a natural glow than a beaming glow, but something about it just, I don't know, it just didn't serve what I thought I was gonna get. It's really, really pretty. A little fallout, just keep that in mind. The blushes, I really like them. They're very different from one and the other. I just had to really work really hard for Dandelion to show up, and I feel like even if you're able to see it, it's gonna be very, very light and very natural. I feel like it'd work perfectly for someone who's a lot fairer than I. And Shellie, they did a really great job, you guys. If they come out with Shellie just alone, I'll look to see if they came out with it by itself, like to buy the blush individually. If they did, I'm definitely gonna pick up Shellie. She's cute. And as for the packaging, I really like it. Very festive, very fun. Love the size of it. Love the fact that they gave us a full size pan for each of the products. That's a really good price point, especially if you've been wanting to try benefit products and you want something a little bit more higher end, but you don't want to pay the full price for them. I feel like this is a really great deal. I think this is very specific. Unfortunately, they didn't come out with like different type of palettes, one for every skin tone. So I feel like this is gonna be really specific. I feel like this will not work for everyone. So that is really, really unfortunate. I wish they would have came out with a little bit more for us to pick and choose from. But this is basically it, you guys. I hope you enjoyed today's video. If you have any questions, comment down below, ask away. I'm always here to help. If you have any video ideas as well, let a girl know. I'm always looking for video ideas. But this is basically it, you guys. Thank you so much for watching. Everything will be linked down below. Please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. And as always, I will see you all in my next video. I love you all so much. Bye.